Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. And the Jayhawks will put toe to leather and will get started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas Tech's offense will get the ball first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about
breaks free in the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Gives it on the option. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kansas offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch inside the 25. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
7, Texas Tech, 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Snatches it on the right. Off and running. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7.
If if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Off play action on first down. Snagged out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Got his man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Fires to the big fella. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Jayhawks are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Jayhawks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Turning it on! Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20. First and 10 from the 18. They try to pop a run on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Got it in the middle. It's Peters. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Jayhawks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field with the run on first and goal. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Kansas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's third and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Frederick. This time it's complete. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here we go. Set.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Got his man. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Finds his man down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Red Raiders lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Acho. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Washington State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Hamilton. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Hand off from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Peters. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Wants to throw on 3rd. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Frederick. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Firing to the right, complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Booker. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Tosses it incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Wide open downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And as we get deep in this 1st half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, and take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Peters. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Kick is in the air. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. To the air, it's Frederick. Gets it out fast. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Dumps it off in the flats. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now on 1st down from the 40. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Townsend. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a 4th down and decision time. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. smashes it between the uprights. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Caught close to the marker, it's Peters. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. It's a draw. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Jayhawks are rolling down the field. They'll go with the quick touch pass. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen.
He's loose, and he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Red Raiders had tough field position to start this drive, but Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. Crosses the 45. At the 40, there he goes. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to throw, it's Frederick. Trying to burn this defensive back. Brings it down on the right side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. How about this for starting field position? 1st and goal from the 2. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Peters. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've got a 1st and 10 as we are inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Wide receiver comes in motion. The hand to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a The Jayhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Trying to punch it in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here's a heat. Touchdown Jayhawks. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The run from the shotgun. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Frederick. Bringing the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He will not make a fair catch, field the punt, and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll sneak it. Got the 1st down. Looking for more.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Power football with the run. Fights off a defender. crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. The 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Kansas.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking them back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming